Applying to colleges, a presentation of the North Paulding High School Counseling Office.
How do you apply for college? There are some basic steps to follow. However, you will always need to check with each school you are interested in, as each school's process can be a little different and you want to make sure you are following the correct procedures for that school. So, what are the basics of applying to college? There are specific deadlines for each college's application. It is recommended that you have some type of planner where you can make a note of each application or scholarship's deadline. Again, different colleges will have different deadlines. Once you have made a note of the deadlines, gather the required documents before you complete the application. These documents usually consist of your high school transcript, recommendation letters, and your admission test scores. Keep in mind that college deadlines are non-negotiable. Again, keep some type of planner listing all deadlines, as applications may not be considered after the due date. It is a good practice to submit all documents and applications a few weeks before the actual deadline to ensure it gets there, or if you happen to be missing something, it gives you time to submit it before the deadline. Many colleges have two separate deadlines for applications. The first is an early action deadline and the other is a regular decision deadline. To apply for financial aid, you'll need to submit a FAFSA, which is a free application for federal student aid, beginning in October. This form determines if you are eligible for financial aid from federal, state, and college programs.
Filling out college applications. You can submit most college applications using either a traditional paper application or online. If you choose to use a paper application, please allow enough time for your completed application to arrive prior to the college's deadline. All public schools in Georgia can be applied to online using the georgiafutures.org account. Check to see if the colleges on your list accept the Common application. Over 400 schools in the U.S. do. Using the Common app to apply to multiple schools with the same application is a time saver, but pay close attention to the supplemental information that each school requires. Applying online saves time, postage, and gets your application directly to your college. You are typically able to track the progress of your application online. Required documents. If you are applying to college, it most likely will require your college admission test scores on either the SAT or ACT. These tests are typically taken for the first time in the spring of your junior year, and sometimes a second time in the fall of your senior year. Your scores on these tests will be submitted to the colleges by the testing organizations themselves. Another critical part of the application is your high school transcript, which lists your classes and grades. You may need 2 or 3 recommendation letters from teachers or adults who know you well. You should ask a teacher from either your junior or senior year to write a recommendation letter so the information is current. You also might choose a coach, a teacher who advises a school or outside activity, or an employer to be a reference. Be sure to give your references at least a month before the deadline to write the letters. Fee and fee waivers. The average cost of applying to a college ranges from $35 to $50, but some fees are as much as $90. If the cost of the application fee is a hardship for your family, don't despair. Many colleges offer waivers for the application fees for eligible students. If you qualify for free or reduced lunch, you typically qualify for these fee waivers, as well as fee waivers for the SAT and ACT. Student athletes. To be eligible to play college athletics at the NCAA Division I or Division II college or an NAIA-sanctioned school, a student must register with the NCAA Eligibility Center or the NAIA Eligibility Center. Through the NCAA and NAIA eligibility centers, student athletes will have their academic records evaluated for compliance for playing college athletics. It is the students' and parents' responsibility to be sure that all requirements are met. Register for the NCAA at www.eligibilitycenter.org. Register for the NAIA at www.playnaia.org.
Be sure to take the time to fully investigate your options for next year and beyond. With time and careful consideration, you'll make an informed choice that works best for you.